Hey guys, just wanted to jump on real quick and talk about today's protest at Carus. It was beautiful. There was probably 20 of us on and off. Some had to come at the beginning and had to leave early. Others came later and joined us as we were there. So between the beginning and the end, there was probably 20 people in total, and we thank each and every one of you that came out today. The reason we did not make this public, the reason we did not open up the information too soon is simply because we wanted to catch Carus a little bit off guard. We know how they like to prepare their responses. We know how they like to get their PR firm involved and craft a message. So this was a chance for us to immediately send a message response back to their CEO to say, if you were sincere, if you truly planned to have some town halls, you should have came to that meeting with the mayor with the dates in mind, with a plan in mind, not just simply come out of that meeting saying, yep, we're going to probably have some town halls, and thinking that was going to be enough to appease people. It's not. These residents have been waiting well over 3 months now for answers, for you to take some responsibility, for you to treat them fairly, for you to be the good neighbor that you always claim to be, and that's simply not happening. So the protest will continue. We're going to think more about the format, where we want to have it. We don't want to be a disruption to any of the restaurants around there. Those are good businesses, good people. And, we did the protest the way you should. We were quiet. We held our signs. If people honked, then yes, we probably gave a little cheer, but we didn't approach anybody. We don't have any intent to harass anybody from Carus. But I will say, this is funny. They did exactly what I thought they would do once we showed up. And that is they had the Olive Garden catered in so that their employees didn't have to leave the building. Again, we have nothing against probably 99% of the employees that work for Carus. We realize they need a job. It's probably a good paying job. And I have friends that work there, and I support them. So this isn't about your employees are going to be harassed. This is about controlling the narrative and the messaging that your employees hear and see. So you wouldn't want them to dare come out. I know a person or two that work in that building, and actually I saw them through the back windows, so I know they work in that building. You wouldn't want them to come out and talk to somebody like me and have them hear some of the other data, get some other information besides what you feed them, because then they might have to question some things and wonder why the company has responded the way it has. So enjoy that Olive Garden today, everybody. We're glad we were able to help make that happen for you. Now, again, as for the protest, there will be future things. The residents are not backing down. Future ones will probably be more public so that we can show that it's not just Jamie and Marty. It's not 3 or 4 residents. It's a lot more people than you think. If anybody was around today, they heard a lot of horn honking. And I can tell you, for every horn that we heard honk, there was 2 or 3 more cars that drove by with giving us the thumbs up. There's going to be growing and growing support. And I said from the beginning, at some point, Carus is going to wish they did the right thing and treated these residents correctly and fairly, because it's going to just keep getting bigger and bigger. And then now what you've done, Carus, is put everybody on the path of figuring out whether you're polluting us on the regular basis with the emissions that you're letting out of your stacks, or if it was simply just the fire. But all I can say is when M&H Park is almost back to pollution site cleanup levels, and it's already been cleaned up just a few years ago, something is definitely happening. So again, the residents aren't going away, Mr. CEO. We're going to keep coming back. We're going to keep protesting. We're going to keep making the voices heard so that it's not just you and the mayor having a one-on-one and you making empty promises. Until things are taken care of for these residents, until the IEPA and other groups get back here and do further testing, and until you agree to further testing and maybe even come out of your pocket, the residents aren't going anywhere. So great protest today, everybody. We'll talk to you all soon.